Hey guys, so I wanted to check in with you. Day one of our transformation challenge, and I am sitting here doing 4 loads of laundry because I decided to have a lot of children. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, a couple of the questions that you guys have been asking me, things such as, how do I get my vegetables in? Um, why are you recommending some of the supplements that you do? Um, Things of that nature. So let's dive into that just a little bit. Um, so in the plan, you'll see a lot of your vegetables will be in your snacks. Some are worked into your meals and so forth. I didn't put a heavy emphasis on the vegetables and the fiber so much because I know I was just going to talk to you in person about it. Um, but what I really wanted to explain to you was the importance of your gut health. Um, Many of you know that I have done IVF for all my kids, been through a lot of hormonal issues. Um, I've also had like all kinds of just weird things with my body that has happened, and the majority of the issues do stem from the gut and gut health. For example, I had strep throat, and I didn't know I had strep throat. I just lost my voice over the weekend one time, and then 2 weeks later, I broke out in what looked to be chicken pox all over my body, like everywhere. It looked like chicken pox. So I go to the dermatologist, and they told me I had something called guttate psoriasis, Gutate psoriasis. And they said it was an autoimmune response to strep throat. So instead of showing strep throat, my body triggered this guttate psoriasis that only comes out after having strep throat that you didn't know, but it was my body's response of attacking that virus. And a lot of these autoimmune triggers and responses are stemmed from an unhealthy or unstable gut. And while I do eat a good amount of vegetables, especially with my shakes, sometimes fiber just isn't enough, and there has to be a deeper dive into your gut issues. And a lot of my research over the past few years, dealing with my hormonal issues, the estrogen, the chronic bloating I was getting not too long ago, infertility, I have a parathyroid disease, I had hypothyroidism. And so I've really been doing a ton of research and looking at, different ways the body responds. Why do these things happen? Why do women have a hard time losing weight when they go through menopause, particularly in their belly when nothing has changed? And I have been really accumulating a lot of knowledge, and most of it does come from the gut. Some of it does come from the estrogen and the way that estrogen binds to water when we go through these changes, and why we might need some diuretics and you might need some other assistance. But there are so many things that are triggered by a bad gut that can be helped very easily and naturally on its own, rather than going to, a doctor who may just treat the trigger. Okay, so if they just treat, let's say, my guttate psoriasis with cream to make the bumps go away, right? Say they a typical doctor would give me cream and just say, oh, we'll just get your bumps to go away with a steroid lotion. Okay, but what's going to happen when I get sick again and my body triggers another thing? Like, why did that happen in the first place? Like, we can't just treat the bumps. Like, why did the bumps occur? And what I'm trying to stress to you is a lot of the times these little things that just don't seem like they be connected occur from a bad or unhealthy gut. And there are many ways to go about it. Obviously, fiber being a major one to keep the gut smooth, clear, and running, right? Because you do want those pipes clean. You want to go regularly, and you want the body to be able to function and toxins not stay. And when they say toxins, I'm trying not to get sidetracked. Like, when you get backed up, it's not even just constipation. Sometimes you don't feel constipated, but yet there's some gut that's still like some bacteria that's still stuck in there. And when I say toxins, it's like the chemicals and stuff that's in our food is seeping out through your plumbing system into your organs, into your system, into your cells. And that's when they say, like, it can be toxic. It is stuck in your gut, and then it's just oozing its way into your system and then causing all these issues. And like I said, these issues are being treated up here and then they never seem to go away, or just other issues reoccur when they need to be treated down in the gut. So ways to do that, like I said, with fiber from vegetables, leafy greens, things like romaine lettuce, cucumbers, celery, carrots, corn. That's not going to give you fiber that you need. Yes, they are technically vegetables, but I like to call them like free vegetables. That's why they're free in your nutrition plan. They do not have the fiber content of other things such as leafy greens, cauliflower, asparagus, sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are loaded more so in the skin. So don't peel the skin. You have to eat the skin. Just scrub it and eat, and eat the skin with it. Chia seeds, that's another great way to get the fiber in. Chia seeds are very high in fiber. And all these vegetables, while, you can cook them, steam them, blend them, find all kinds of means to get that in. That's going to be your great natural fiber source. That's why I recommend, like, if you're not someone who's good at like finding ways to eat vegetables or cooking, and you just can't bring yourself to do it, maybe you just get the shakes for a little bit and just get that fiber through your system and see how 6 weeks of consistent fiber might free up and open your gut, and also maybe other things in your system. But sometimes it's far beyond just consuming enough fiber. And that's why I also recommend like a digestive enzyme. A digestive enzyme is a great pill that, for example, so if you do go to fiber and you go, but Kate, it makes me so bloated and gassy and I don't like the way all that fiber feels in my belly. Well, your belly's not used to processing that now. So what you have to do is take an assistance like a digestive enzyme that helps break it down. So if I'm ever going to eat like a big robust salad with a lot of fixins and stuff on it, I'll take a digestive enzyme before I eat the salad. I'll eat the salad and then I'm not gassy. I don't have the bloat afterwards. I don't hold on to it because my body is able to break it down, all of that massive salad I wanted to eat, in a manner that it can just streamline through my system and out. And that is why a digestive enzyme works. Another great pairing with that is L-glutamine. It's a powder like your branch chains, so you would add that to your drink. L-glutamine is great for the gut health. Again, it kind of like helps the water flow through the pipes better, because think about your system. It gets sticky to the walls. It can cause a little backup, buildup. The glutamine will help clear that through. It's not like a laxative. It's not going to push through and you're going to be in the bathroom, but it helps keep the metabolism in the gut moving and the system more cleaner, so to speak. So that's where the L-glutamine also comes in. Now, if you find as a female, maybe you're perimenopausal or you're menopausal, and you are having like this bloating sensation all the time, regardless of what you do, if you do the fiber and you continue on with that and you're still not seeing results, you may have high levels of estrogen. So I would certainly recommend getting your blood work done. Find out where your estrogen is, your progesterone, where your testosterone is. Yes, we have testosterone women, and that needs to stay in line too. Find out where your T4 and T3 hormones are. That's, I almost want to recommend everybody do that when they start, working out and getting fit and run into a problem, because it's very easy for those hormones, especially going through menopause or perimenopause, to just go haywire. And sometimes that does certain things with the water retention in your belly. So I would recommend something like a dandelion root pill. Take twice a day, for let's say 2 weeks. See if you see any difference. And there's a whole holistic approach that I would take you down through. I mean, I've been down this journey so long. And if you are interested in this topic, I highly recommend looking up a woman named Barbara O'Neill. She is phenomenal. And she has a natural home remedy for anything you could think of, from headaches to constipation to sickness, sinus infections, things that you could find in your cabinets. And it really, really works. It works. So following her and incorporating her remedies into my life has been life-changing. I mean, really off medicine for the most part because of it. And I wholly believe in that. I believe that our system was designed to heal itself. We just need the herbs, nuts, and seeds of the earth to do so. And it's not all the time from a medical doctor that's just, like I said, treating up here and not down here. So get your fiber in. Get lots of water in. Again, keep the gut clear. Keep the gut healthy. Definitely get a digestive enzyme. L-glutamine is a plus. Don't need it. Celtic salt. The reason, that's another Barbara O'Neill lesson I learned. If you guzzle a bunch of water at once, you're likely just going to pee that right out. It's going to go through your system. What we want is the water to go into the cells. So Celtic sea salt has a high dose of magnesium in it. And when you put a tiny little gram, or I should say speck of the salt under your tongue, let it dissolve for 10 seconds, drink half a glass of water. You are now letting your body use that water. That magnesium is going to help pull that water from the body into your cells, which then go all over your body. So rather than gulping water all down at once, I'd prefer you to take a little thing of salt every time before you drink to stay hydrated. It's kind of where the concept of Gatorade comes from, loaded with salt, except that those drinks are also loaded with sugar to taste good. So might as well just skip all that extra calories and sugar, put the gram of salt under, have your drink of water, do that every time. Try to get 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, and you will notice that you are not dehydrated. Your urine should be much lighter, less headaches, you should feel better, your skin will be clearer, things such as that. So that's why I also recommend the Celtic salt. And lastly, with this challenge, something I wanted to address with you guys was your check-ins with Julia. Okay, so our transformation challenge packet is really overall calories in versus calories out. Some of the meals have higher protein, some of the meals have higher fats, some of the meals have low protein. And for the most part, if you stick with breakfast for breakfast and lunch and dinner for lunch and dinner, they kind of balance each other out. However, some of you might need more of a focus to see results. And that is why it's highly important that we check in once a week. And what Julia's going to assess is how you feel, what your weigh-in is, and how you look. And based upon that, she's going to make a decision if you might need more precise macros, where she might say, okay, I want you to choose some options that have lower fats in them. Let's do that for the next week and see how the body adjusts. Or she might say, I think we need to do more steady state cardio. I would like to add this into your homework. So it's totally crucial to check in with Julia every week and make sure that we do not need to make adjustments. Again, we really want to see the most success possible out of each and every one of you. And we are all different bodies that require different needs and different things. And there is no one-size plan fits all. However, the plan will work and do its job. But if you want to get even more in depth and more serious results, we have to take it a little bit further. And I don't want to see anybody waste a single day, a single week in this challenge operating at a level that's not really working for their system. So please be totally honest with your coach. There is no stupid question. You cannot ask us enough. We love it. It actually motivates us. It shows us that you care. And the more that you care, the more we care. So I really, really love the engagement. It's always great in the beginning. The hardest part is to keep it through the whole 6 weeks. But, with all the support in the group and us and Julia on board this year, I really think that we can all be on top of each other and making sure that we are checking in, we are making the adjustments, we're doing the homework, we're showing up for class, we're following the plan, and we're staying motivated. Don't let a single day go by where you feel discouraged or unmotivated. Reach out to us. Use us as tools. I've been doing this for 11 years, my 11th challenge. It's nothing I haven't seen or dealt with or managed before. So please, we're here. You don't bother us. We know very well what it takes to do this challenge, and we're just so excited to get you one step closer to being really happy and confident with yourself. So if you stuck around, this is, oh my goodness, 15 minutes. I don't know how I do that. And I haven't even made a dent to my laundry. Look at the pile. Look at that. I've been doing this whole time. But anyhow, if you stuck around this long, awesome. Thanks for listening. If not, I don't blame you. But check in with me. We're only on day 1. We got this. Let's stay strong. Ask away. And get those supplements. Get the fiber in. And get the workout in. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.